Can't forget the clapboard. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another segment of The Retired Gamer. I'm your host, Ayo is the Future, and I'd like to welcome you to what I think is going to be a really off-the-cuff kind of experience here with this next segment. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. When I have busy days, I do a lot less YouTube. It's pretty much out of my control at the moment, so until I can kind of clone myself like 10, 15 more times, and I'll be able to do YouTube videos all day, every day. I have so much to talk about, so much to share, but I'll be able to jump in when I can. So my last video, I think, was a couple days ago, so I'm really happy to kind of get back to this because I've been missing doing this, and I got some great, awesome development. So it's been 2 days since I've been here, right? I'm gonna get this out the way. Let me get a sip real fast. It's been 2 days, and so much has happened on my end. So far, I now have a calendar. That's right. Like, I have my own calendar right here. You know what I mean? Like, it is just so cool. And it's just, I don't know. For me, this is when I seen it with my eyes and I was able to touch it, it was just so surreal, you know what I mean? And I got real emotional because, like, it's such a long time coming, and it may be only a calendar to some people, but for me, all these accomplishments, they're so monumental, and all of it, especially where, like, knowing where you're at with yourself as an artist, there's just no, for me, it's just such a high level of fulfillment that I experienced when I was able to actually touch this calendar and see it, and this has happened in the last 2 days. Even to, like I have my own. I can now give you the ability to order any of my prints, any of these. You know what I mean? Like, look how that's just, and this is not, look, I'm just gonna hit this. So you can see that this is pretty high quality, right? And I'm just, like, when I seen this, I was completely blown away because I wanted to be able to see. My wife has been trying to talk me into doing this for years, right? This is what I will say. My wife's been trying to talk me into doing this for years. I've been having so many of my friends and it's like people that are close to me in my life tell me that you gotta start getting these printed out, and I've just never really entertained the thought because I didn't really feel like I was actually there, you know what I mean? And but some of these pictures are like 11 years old, 10 years old, and it just goes to show that we tend to be our biggest critic, and we tend to be our biggest obstacle along this path to greatness, to perfection. But the path is unattainable, and our goals, it's almost like they'll never be realized because we're always, like, striving for this unattainable feeling, right? And I don't know, it's just like, I wish I started doing this sooner. So I just say this to tell you, don't wait until 10 years deep in your career for you to start printing out your own shots. I think that this is artwork, and your artwork speaks volumes, and I believe that that you are ready, right? You are. And you'll be ready in 5 years and 10 years. You'll be even more ready then, but for now, you're ready right now, right? So another first for me is I'll be building an online store, and I'll have this ready for launch come next month. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning all this is because I want to document my journey, my experience doing all this with you, because if you're just picking up a camera and you have no idea where to start out, this is where you can start out at right now with nothing else other than the camera and the ingenuity, you know what I mean? Like, thinking outside the box and being innovative in your own space, utilizing what you have to the best of your ability, right? So this right here is awesome, but I have another first for me in stock videography. So I worked out a pretty cool partnership that I'm gonna get into some details a little bit down the road. I want to see how this develops first, but I want to mention it now so that way you can know that in January 24th was the day when all this first started. So when we get to like March 24th, April 24th, I'll check back in and I'll say, hey, this is how things are now, right? So I have an agreement with the company that makes these frames. I also have an agreement with the company that makes these calendars. Now I have another agreement with a company that buys stock videography. So if you're just starting out, you can go and get footage of ducks in a pond socializing and share this to a platform that's looking for stock videography, upload that, and then whenever somebody purchases a subscription or one of your digital products, you will end up getting a commission on it. Now, I'm just starting out with this, so I'll know more about it and like the details of it in like a couple weeks. Speaking of stock videography, I went out a couple nights ago in a storm. it was like a blizzard, for real. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and me and my wife were talking. We had some pretty cool ideas, and I was just like, all right, I gotta get up. I got up, and I went right outside. I started shooting. There's a huge snowstorm, but I wanted to get some slow motion shots of the snow and kind of use this for stock videography. But I also had an out of the box idea of creating something that I've always wanted to create. It might seem lame to some people, but for me, it's not lame, because I like this type of stuff. Like, we go to sleep with specific sounds, right? Sometimes we'll go to sleep with a specific frequency or a specific hertz. And sometimes we'll go to sleep with some nature sounds, right? You might hear like the jungle sounds and all this other stuff going on. The more crazier it is for me, the easier it is for me to go to sleep, right? So that's just me. My wife, not so much so. So if you gotta compromise sometimes if you have, so that way you're not keeping your significant other up all night with your rain and thunder, right? But I digress. Anyways, being able to have specific sounds and frequencies, like different wave patterns. I think delta waves give off certain vibes and stuff like that, and being able to have sleep sounds. My thinking was, what if I added some video to that, put the audio that me and my son, we can orchestrate. I can help him out, and he doesn't really need too much direction, but I'll give him a little bit. And then we can upload these to YouTube, and then we'll see how they do, right? So it was pretty much an idea we had right on the spot, and it pretty much has developed in the last 2 days. So without further ado, I'll show you some of the footage that I went out and I shot out right here from upstate New York, and just some really, really nice, elegant wintry settings, right? And I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, what's up? So I'm out here doing some recon for where and what I'll be shooting for stock photography. So like I said, I really want to get out here and just kind of see what I can make happen. There's nothing out here. I'm on the Erie Canal, and the snow's coming down. So my thinking is, why not try capturing? I'm gonna try to get a shot that has like this area right here. Just for some locations real fast. And now I'm up here at this bridge construction.